Hey guys, MN Rockhound here. So today's video, I'm just gonna be showing you some of my nicer agates that I've found over the past couple years. It's probably been about 3 years since I started collecting. So while I'm showing you guys some of these, I'm gonna be talking about my channel a little bit and what my plans are and what I want to do with it. I'm also gonna be telling you any stories I have about any of the agates or why they might be in this very confined section of my collection, because these are I have my main collection, which is just all of my agates that I've found, and then I have these, which are my best agates that I've found. So I'm gonna show you guys these. I'm gonna talk about my channel a little bit, and I just hope you guys enjoy. So basically, with my channel, I'm gonna be posting every Friday, or I'm gonna at least try to post every Friday. It's kind of hard to get content where I live when it comes to this. I also have a hand rotary tool, and I'm gonna be doing some polishing videos with that. I've never done it before. I actually just bought it, so it's gonna be a whole new learning experience. I appreciate the feedback I was getting on my last video. To those of you who actually commented, I say to those of you like I actually have anybody subscribe to me, but anyways, I appreciate it a lot. I like to hear you guys' feedback, and I like to know what I should do differently. Some people pointed out I should put hashtag the finders in my description so it would go above the title, so it'd be easier to find. And I figured out how to do that, and that's great. Now I'm on that kind of section of YouTube, so it should be a little bit easier to find me now. So let's just get started showing these off. Some of these aren't so special, like this one. It's just really pretty. It's got some nice bands in there. Some of them I'm not gonna go too in depth on because they're nothing crazy. This one's just got some really pretty bands. Got a little half eye there and right there too. And I thought that was pretty cool. Plus just this, the white bands in there are really beautiful. So next, this one's like the first one I showed. It's just got really pretty bands in there. Nice piece. Sorry for the noise of the bowl. It's pretty, I know it's loud and obnoxious. It kind of hurts. But yep, got this piece right here, just like the other ones. They're not big, they're pretty small pieces. The only reason they're in here is because they have really nice bands, and I think they look good. This one, it's just got a cool little eye here. Not an eye, but a window. It's got some pretty bands all around it. It's a pretty piece. Now the ones that we're getting into, after a couple more of these, should be pretty nice. This one just got some really nice bands on it again. This one has really nice water level banding. This is actually my only agate with water level banding in it. I don't know why I haven't found any more, but just haven't. Check this one. Again, just have it in here because it has beautiful bands going all the way across. This right here is actually my only white agate I've ever found, and I just think it's really pretty too. Found it on a gravel road. This one, again, it's got some really pretty bands. So, like I said, I want to try to upload every Friday, but I'm not sure if I'm really going to be able to get content every Friday. I don't get out looking very often, but I'm going to try my hardest to stick with a upload schedule. This right here is just a full node that I found. It's pretty decent size too, and I want to cut it open someday. This is a really unique piece. I found this on a gravel road, and it's just so weird. It's got these 3 little eyes on here that if you were to look down into there, it's like a hollow little tube, and it is agate right there because there is banding, but Nowhere else on it. Actually, maybe a little bit right there too. I've never noticed that though. This piece is really pretty. It's really nice and blue, and it's got some green bands in there and the orange bands, and I just like the coloration all over this one. Really pretty piece. This one, again, just the bands going all the way across it. Really pretty. This one right here, this one has a story behind it actually. So one day I was walking down a gravel road looking for agates, and this guy pulled up and he stopped and he asked if I was having any luck. And I told him that I wasn't really finding much. And he was showing me some of the agates he found because he worked construction. He was on his way home from that day. And they're all like this size right here, and they're big. And he's like, yeah, the best way to find agates is just go to a construction site and go to their gravel piles. And obviously I was like, well, you can't really just do that because you don't have permission. And he was like, well, you don't need to get permission, just do it. So I did just do it, and I went into the basement of the house that they were working on after everyone left, and I searched for a little bit and found this piece. It's pretty nice. Okay, so this piece right here just has some really unique banding in it. They're like really wavy, and I just think that's pretty cool. Also, it's not colors you normally see every day. This piece is really cool because one, it only has a little bit of bands through it, like right there. But it has this chalcedony formation right here. And it's like, it has faces like a diamond kind of, and it's really smooth and it's pretty cool. I like that piece a lot. This piece right here is really beautiful. It's got really tight brown, orange, yellow, red, white bands throughout it. And it's a really nice looking piece. So pretty. This piece I found on Lake Superior. Again, just got some nice bands going all around. I like the coloration. I like when there's this yellow. I think that's iron, correct me if I'm wrong. That's because of iron. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of this piece too. This piece right here, it's got some nice bands in it. Really tight bands on the back, they're nice. But I also like it because of this little nub right here, just because it's kind of unique. You don't see stuff like that every day. This piece isn't anything special. It's just got some bands, and the quartz are kind of cool in there. This piece right here, again, it's got some really tight banding in there. It's actually hard to see on the camera. It does have some nice orange bands right there though. And this is the part that's cool to me. It's just all the little eyes on there, and it's kind of like a crazy lace agate in a way. But I mean, it's probably not. It's obviously Lake Superior. I think at least. This piece, so the reason this is in here, even though it's not really anything special, is because this is the agate that I found in my last video, the highlight of the day, and I'm pretty sure it's just chalcedony because there's like no bands on it anywhere, but it's still pretty, and I am a fan. This piece right here has super tight banding, super tight banding in there. And then just this little eye right there. And I think this is one of my favorite pieces as well. So this piece right here, it's like kind of like a half node almost, but I don't think there's any banding in there. Maybe in that little tiny section right there. And it looks like there might be some white bands in there, but I'm not sure. It's just a lot of chalcedony for sure though. This piece right here is just beautiful. This is probably, it's pretty close to my favorite agate I've found, just because I really like the blue bands in there. I'm a huge fan, and it doesn't show up as good on camera, but this is a super deep red, and it just goes like red to like super dark blue and gradually gets lighter, and I really like that piece. Okay, so these last four pieces are technically my best pieces and my biggest ones, and they're pretty nice. This one is meh though, and I'll show you why. But we'll start with this one. Actually, we'll start with this one. So this is a pretty big piece actually. And I found this in a little gravel pile. Actually, I found these two in a gravel pile as well, the same gravel pile. And that was a great day for me because actually I found these two separate from this one, different days, but it was a great day when I found these two. It's got really pretty bands throughout it. It's a pretty nice size. All right, next here we got this piece. Found this one with the last one I showed. And this piece is one of my favorites because just how beautiful it is, and the different colors in the bands are just amazing. That's an amazing piece right there. That's beautiful. All right, so I'm gonna show this piece next, mainly because this one's nicer. And I had it flipped upside down for a reason. I was making it look bigger than it is. It's mainly quartz, but it's got some pretty bands running along the top of it. And technically it's my biggest piece, but I don't really count it as that because it's mainly quartz. But yeah, it's really pretty. It's a nice piece. And then finally, this last piece here is just amazing. Look at that sucker. Look how pretty that is. It's got a really nice eye here. And the bands, they're just in such a weird pattern that I've never seen before. You don't see patterns like that normally, I don't think. I haven't, at least, and I've come across quite a bit of agates. This is just probably my most unique piece and my prettiest piece, and my biggest full agate. It's pretty big. It's nice. All right, and that's all of my nice agates. Like I said, I'm gonna throw a slideshow in there of some of the nicer ones. I'm not gonna do all the smaller ones just because that would take up a lot of time and they're not as important. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I would really appreciate it if you leave a like, a comment, and subscribed. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.